Next question.
Will you be more careful about what you say, how you say it?
No. Probably not, no.
Wow. Freedom of speech includes rap music, right? But we exercising our First Amendment as far as I'm concerned.
And the government wrote that.
Freedom of speech. We don't have to like what we hear, but we all have the right to express ourselves. I made the first record ever sticker because they said, yo, we need parental guidance to know that these records might be a little vulgar to some, but I was just expressing myself the way I talk.
To suppress free speech is a double wrong. It violates the rights of the hearer and as well as those of the speaker. I'd always been taught free speech from a very selfish standpoint. I have the right to say whatever the fuck I want to.
What's up, YouTube? It's xkayhon, aka xkayhon puts you on, and today we're talking about how rap ain't got no more free speech, bro. Rap has zero free speech, and we're gonna get into that, and y'all gonna figure out what I'm talking about, because it sounds crazy when I say it. You're gonna be like, hey, this is America. We got free speech, hoorah, America, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like that. It's not like that, all right? But as always, if y'all like the content, hit me with a like and subscribe. But let's get into this, man. This rapper, BG, must submit songs for judicial approval before public release. And you're gonna be like, what do you mean? Like, he gotta check with the judge before he releases it. That's what it sounds like, bro. That's exactly what it is. So it says rapper BG has been ordered to submit his future songs to a judge for approval before releasing them. The rapper, who was working Lil Wayne, Gucci Mane, among others, received the order to make sure his songs match his goal of rehabilitation. Now let me ask y'all, bro. Let's say I'm a little criminal, okay? I do a little thievery or something. I do something crazy. Imagine somebody being like, hey, you can't make no art. You can't draw nothing, bro. You need to approve it by the judge before you can send it out. Imagine that, bro. I'm just trying to make some art, and now I gotta get it approved by the judge. So now you gotta get your art validated by the judge to make sure it's good for your goals of rehabilitation. As if music is going to stop you from being rehabilitated. Like, that's crazy enough, bro. That's like really crazy to me. So then it says BG, renamed Christopher Dorsey, was arrested in March after performing in Las Vegas with rapper Boosie. BG's appearance violated his supervised release on gun charges, which stipulated he was to refrain from associating unnecessarily with felons. Which, if you don't know, like when you're out on parole, that's kind of like a standard. You can't be with other felons. Like, you can't be around. That's usually a violation of your parole. And he was released on gun charges, so they really don't want you to be around no criminals. But even still, even with that, how is, like, making sure his songs are in goals of rehabilitation how is that a thing, refraining to a gun charge? It's not like he incited a riot or something. Like, I really don't understand this. But let's keep going in case I'm missing something. Let's keep going. BG, which is short for Baby Gangster, which is obviously the name of somebody who's not a criminal. Okay, a criminal would not name himself Baby Gangster. Baby Gangster also shouldn't have been publicly espousing lyrics touting two men who are serving life behind bars for several murders. The prosecutors contend such lyrics are inconsistent with the goals of rehabilitation. He was released last year, recording the comeback album Choppers and Bricks with Grammy nominee Maine. Okay, and he's talking about choppers and bricks. Okay, obviously he's talking about helicopters and bricks to build houses. Okay, he's not talking about weapons and drugs. That wouldn't make any sense. He's talking about helicopters because he always wanted to be a pilot. Okay, he always wanted to be a helicopter pilot, and he always wanted to build houses. And that's what people don't understand about BG, or as like other people like to call him, Baby Gangster. Ain't nothing wrong with choppers and bricks. Yeah, he's definitely not getting out. Federal Judge Susie Morgan issued the order forcing BG to submit future lyrics to her, contending prosecutors had legitimate concerns about him falling off the rehabilitation route. The rapper's lawyers said the order constituted unconstitutional prior restraint of free speech. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. If I get arrested with a gun, how is me rapping going to rehabilitate that? Okay, obviously I like to have big metallic objects that can murder people, bro. But me, like, rapping about whatever is not going to change me having a gun or not. Okay, it's not like, oh, I'm not rapping anymore. I'm just going to put all my guns down. Oh, I'm done rapping bad words, so I can't shoot people now. Like, what are we talking about? What is happening, bro? I really don't understand. I really do not understand. And also, when we're talking about free speech, this doesn't happen in any other genre. This has never happened in a country where people will drink and drive and talk about drinking beers and getting on their tractors and getting with women, whatever, bro. Like, and I'm not hating on country. I'm not trying to point the finger and be like, hey, they need to have this taken away too. My argument is that none of it should be taken away because this is just music. And the fact that it's being focused so much on in rap music is just so crazy to me, bro. Like, let's listen to a BG song and see if we can understand why they're getting here. Because I don't think I've really heard a BG song. Okay, the cover's not really helping his case. To be honest, he got arrested with a gun charge, and this is a drawing of him with drugs and a weapon and a bad hoe in the semi-truck driver's seat with Gucci Mane.
When I was in some beef, find out what nigga be a nigga right there. Man, I was a nightmare. Choppers on deck, moving through the city on a mission. Never bust, and the results wasn't a killing. I got a
Okay, for somebody having a gun charge, he does talk a lot about having guns. He does talk a lot about having weapons. I don't know if I would do that with a gun charge because of this fact. I honestly still don't think that he should have to go to court and like be like, hey, can I drop this song? Like, what are we talking about, bro? It's messing with his rehabilitation. Talking about guns is not going to take away guns, okay? It's not going to take away guns. I just think it's wild that, like, a rapper is actually having his free speech taken away. And it just is honestly unconstitutional, okay? And I'm not usually bringing up the Constitution in no matter, shape, or form, usually ever. Because why would I ever bring up the Constitution? But here, obviously, you're having a rapper who is trying to express himself through his art. I mean, this song was talking about weapons and like being the op's worst nightmare, but he also had a very real bar about losing his friends and how that's affected him, and like he's gone through ups and downs being within this game. And I think that's important for him to speak on. And I think for a lot of rappers, this is therapy. Okay, I think like a lot of these tracks are therapy. So I think having free speech taken away is like very wrong for the judge to do. I think we wouldn't do this with any other genre, and because of that, like those two facts, I think they got to remove this, bro. Like it's very indicative of how America still kind of views rap and kind of how it criminalizes literally everything. Just it can be therapy for you, or maybe you're playing a character, a facade. Usually, like it can all be alleged. It usually is all alleged anyway. So I think it's just crazy, bro. That's really all I wanted to come here and talk about, because I just thought this was very interesting, and a lot of people weren't really talking about this either. Yeah, I just want to kind of shine like a little bit of a light on it, as much as I have. Yeah, man, as always, thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was quick, not the usual like video essay format, but I want to kind of start pumping like 3 videos out a week. Again, I kind of was on that before I moved into my new place, and so I want to kind of get back there. So what I'm thinking, this is just like a recap or like updates on the channel. What I'm kind of thinking is having 1 long-form video essay a week, and maybe having either a reaction video or a video like this where it's kind of like short, to the point, just kind of like a yap fest almost. Just on different topics happening. And so it's kind of my ideas, kind of what I'm thinking. Y'all let me know if y'all want that, if y'all like that. I can just do video essays once a week also. But I kind of want to pump out more content for you guys, and I want to start getting like game shows almost on here with other creators as well. I want to start collaborating a little bit to an extent, so we're going to kind of see where that goes and kind of how I want to set that up. But I do want to start like working with these other people to an extent, so I'm very curious about that. And very excited about that if I can actually get the ball rolling, kind of figure out exactly what I want to do with that. But as always, man, thank you guys for tuning in, checking the video out. If you like the content, hit me a like and subscribe. I appreciate and love y'all. Peace out. Be smooth.
We're with Gayle King, and you mentioned that in the past, a lot of your lyrics were not honest.
What I'm trying to be is transparent so that people know that hip-hop is the art of storytelling, is the art of imagination, is the art of creativity. So what I'm trying to tell them is if I had a bad day, I went to the studio and I made a song that I hated the world. I went in there on a day that it was all love, and I talked about love. So there's no way, it's no different than somebody who writes books, somebody who does movies. I mean, you can't be held accountable for art.